So many approaches to ADHD focus on what you should be doing, whether it's better systems, better habits, better planning. And to be clear, these things are helpful and they can work. But for many people, they just don't hold. Because if you're here, this might sound familiar. You have days where you're completely switched on, focused, productive and clear, and then it just drops. You lose momentum, you feel overwhelmed, or you push through in hyperfocus until eventually you burn out. Not because you're lazy, not because you lack discipline, and definitely not because you lack intelligence. In fact, most people I work with are highly capable. You know what to do, and you can do it, but you're not consistently able to do it. That's the real problem. ADHD at this level isn't a knowledge problem, it's a knowledge application problem. And one of the biggest reasons for that is that something essential is missing. Now, what I found through working with hundreds of ADHD clients and through my own experience as an ADHD entrepreneur is that most people are trying to perform on an unstable internal system. And the missing piece of the puzzle is nervous system regulation. Because when your nervous system is unstable, well, your focus becomes unstable, your energy becomes unstable, and your performance becomes cyclical. And this is where most approaches fall short. They try to layer structure on top of instability, which is why it can feel like you've tried everything, planners, strategies, coaching, and yet something still feels missing. But here's the shift. Those tools aren't necessarily broken. There's a good chance they're sitting on top of an unstable foundation. Yes, the right structure for you does matter, and yes, it's also personal, it's different for everyone, but either way, when you stabilize your nervous system, something important changes. Now, what I've consistently seen is this. When your internal system becomes more stable, either the tools that once felt inconsistent start working the way they were intended to, or it becomes much clearer what actually works for you. And if you already have systems that do work, well, a stable nervous system allows you to use them more consistently and more effectively. And this is the work I do. I help high-performing ADHD entrepreneurs and professionals stabilize their internal system so they can move from intensity-driven bursts and burnout cycles to something far more sustainable, calm, consistent, regulated performance. And this is what I call ADHD hypno-coaching. It works directly with the subconscious mind and the nervous system, the part of you that's actually driving your patterns, your reactions, and your output. So instead of trying to force change through willpower, we stabilize the system first. Because when that system becomes more stable, you don't have to rely on pressure to perform. You don't have to keep starting over, and you don't have to keep questioning yourself. You can simply learn through the power of ADHD hypno-coaching how you can be more present, more emotionally regulated, and really show up and perform in a way that no longer feels like a performance, but like calm, composed presence. Now, if this resonates with you, the next step is simple. Simply click any of the red buttons on this page and apply to work with me. And then we'll arrange a convenient time to meet each other where you and me can get together and take a look at what's currently unstable, what needs to change, and what you actually want to achieve. Now, I don't work with everyone, but if it is a good fit, then we can get to work right away. Because once your internal system is working with you, rather than against you, everything else starts to follow. Anyway, you've been listening to me, Jamie Vasilian, the ADHD Performance Hypnosis Specialist. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye for now.